Welcome to the third annual Academy Slam Poetry Contest. Can I get a round of applause? So, like I said, this is our third annual event, and this event is made possible by an anonymous alum who graciously donated money for the English department to host this event. Aww. So can we just get another round of applause for this beautiful alum who is really making everything possible today.
Aww.
So before we get started, I just want to talk a little bit about this year's theme and how the English department came up with it. Or actually, I think I'm going to invite my English department chair to walk through the thought process for this year's theme. Yeah. Can we get Christina Matanonia, the English department chair, to come over and just explain the theme to us. Tell us what we're going to be talking about today.
Okay, so we decided that we wanted to maintain our coffee house theme, but because we moved our poetry slam from fourth quarter to second quarter and it fell around the time of Christmas, we decided that we were going to do a coffee house Christmas theme. And we usually have our department meetings in the dinette, which is where we gather to eat, and we were all eating while we were planning, and we jokingly said, let's just do food. Everyone loves food. And we decided we were going to do food, but then break it down according to categories. So we were talking about how it didn't have to be literal. We wanted food for thought, food for the soul, and then food fight, because we're the English department and we like alliteration and parallelism. It's so important to us. So we wanted them to also just be able to have, like, to choose any topic that they want because it could fit under any category, basically. So that's how we came up with the theme.
Thank you, Christina. That was beautiful. Okay, we have 10 participants today. 10. I'm so excited for you all to meet them. But before we meet them, we have to meet 3 fabulous people. And these fabulous people are our judges for today. So I'm going to introduce them, give a short bio, make them wave to you, and then we'll jump into our slam poetry today. So let's start off with Terry Perez. Terry Perez loves her family and teaching composition, but it was English 1 at the Academy that made writing a thing for her. The assignment was to write a scene that was pure dialogue. So she wrote of a holy night, a desert landscape, and a conversation between an uncomfortable and hyper-emotional Virgin Mary and a bumbling and nervous wreck, Joseph. The end result got her an A, but also prompted her English teacher at the time to pull her aside and say, "This was hilarious, but let's not show this to the nuns, okay?" Her stomach fluttered with excitement. At that moment, she realized that writing connected her to others. At that moment, she realized the power of words, the power of creation. And she kept that paper until it yellowed and wore away. Can we give a round of applause for Terry Perez? Beautiful. Alum of the school. Okay, next, we have Verna Zafra Casala. Verna was born in the Philippines, but was raised and still lives in the Pacific island of Guam. Her work has appeared in Gasher Press, Split Lip Magazine, and the Tiger Moth Review, among others. She is also the author of the micro chapbook of poetry, Rites of Passing. Please give a round of applause for Verna. And last but not least, we have another alum, Haani Sinicolas. Haani is a Chamorro and Samoan poet, a 2022 Indigenous Nations Poets Fellow, and is currently a PhD student in the Indigenous Politics program at the University of Hawaii at Manoa. Can we give a round of applause for Haani and for all our judges here today? Thank you. We appreciate you. Shall we get into it? Okay. Before we get our first poet though, I do want to just briefly talk about the categories our judges will be graciously judging for today. And maybe during the breaks, I can talk a little bit more about the categories as we go on. So the categories the judges are choosing winners for today are first place, second place, third place overall. And then we have best poem, which was decided by the English department before today's event. Best performance, which will be judged by the English department as well. And then an audience favorite, which will be judged by you, the audience. Okay, so keep that in mind as we watch today's performances. Let's get started. Our first performer is Amber.
You can adjust the mic and the set any way you want. You can if you want to. Okay.
Dogs sleep on these streets. There was never much to see in this corner, but a muted meld of muddled jungle and industry, where utility poles are marked by tsunami warnings and wait in amber alerts, where between the revolving lights of a nearby gas station and the hollow nights, turning intangible fears into walking realities, lies a chorus of marred flesh and shamed limbs, where a shore of needy smiles, dimpled from baked hunger, greets want with shrinking bone and dried calcium, itching and stinging, itching and stinging, itching and stinging still. Where my father becomes less worker and more specimen, less standing, more leached belly, less human, more brown. I am treated colored even though my pigment lies in a language I cannot speak. When white teeth bark at me all the same, I am made a Pavlov variety of docile and patient, holding my rights like a chain, and muzzling my mouth, waiting a starved wit, waiting to birth Filipino thought. What walks this earth on rosy nothings and vile everythings, but this same skin embracing the sin of a silent mouth. So when chalk outlines soften these streets into enveloping drool and shedding fur, I think of the living children, becoming men, molded by fear in classroom chairs. See these dogs awaken, famished but unmoved. See them in the readied pleas and the driving of blinking blood. I would drain the all too pervasive lights of a courtroom and the all too public walls of a home in a harness of man-made defeat, embracing midnight still. Thank you.
What a way to start. That's beautiful. I'll just give the judges a moment. So like I said, we're judging overall performance. And for overall performance, we have first, second, and third place. First place, or I'll start with third place. Third place, the winner will receive $150. Second place, the winner will receive $300. And first place, overall, the winner will receive $500. So that's something to think about, something for our judges to think about as well. But let me tell you a joke in the meantime. And this one, shout out to Mr. Blazer. What nationality is Santa Claus? North Polish. Mr. Blazak is Polish. I will be telling jokes in between the poems, so everyone has to laugh. Thank you. Okay, ready? A little bit of time? Okay. We're good? Okay. Second. Our second performer today is Lexi.
Oh, yeah, for sure. You can move this down too. You guys have to laugh. When I tell you, I need to make a joke.
To my father with love. Adobo, sinigang, palabok, bangus. Pancit, lumpia, arroscado, lechon. A good smell coming out of the kitchen. Sometimes foods that follow tradition. Fried chicken, spaghetti, patties you made. Top tier foods that should be buffet. The love and passion you put in between the sizzle of the pot and crunch of fried skin. Though I don't cook and nor do I bake, I'll always await the food that you make. Even when you're feeling lazy, even when you're feeling drained, the lazy foods you make, fried rice, stir fry, pancit canton, ichiban, you always find a way to make it a slam. In the early morning, you make eggs. At around noon, you ask mom to cook rice. No more snacking when the clock strikes 5, because dad will be cooking something so divine. On days where ginataan, turon, and buko can't cure my sorrow, his presence and insight give me the strength to face the challenges of tomorrow. And even when you are far, far away, so far that I must take the plane, I'll await for you with open arms and always know that you and your cooking hold a special place in my heart. Thank you.
That was so sweet. It made me so hungry. Listing all those foods. Thank you, Lexi. Let's talk about another category though. So, besides the overall performance, another category we have for today's contest is Best Poem. For Best Poem, any person who submitted a poem for today's poetry contest was eligible to win. For performance though, some people who submitted a poem may not have performed today because of other commitments or time issues, but for Best Poem, everyone who submitted a poem was eligible. How many poems were there again? 15 overall? 20. We had 20 overall poems. So the English department before this event sat down, read all 20 poems, and ranked which ones they thought were the best. So later, at the end of this event, we will reveal who won Best Poem. And that winner gets $100, okay? But first, another joke before we move on. I found a list with 160 of these jokes. So we could be here, I'm just kidding. How many letters are in the Christmas alphabet? 25. There's no L. Sounded more like groans than laughter. We'll have to work on it. Thank you, Maya. Our next contestant is Haani.
You can move the mic or whatever. Okay. You can modify the set any way you want.
The 9th of September, a date the two of us will always remember. So happy to be by your side. My feelings for you I just couldn't hide. Now a couple months down the road and my love for you has overflowed. Nonetheless, our relationship hasn't always been this way. With ups and downs, what matters most is that we always chose to stay. The definition of perfect explains you best. With you being gone, our love has truly been put to the test. I will always choose you, you make that so easy. I wonder how you're doing and if you're okay. That's the only thing that makes me feel uneasy. I want to get married and live that dream life. With the perfect husband, the perfect kids, and a wonderful wife. A love so precious and so true. A love that our kids will know that comes from me and you. My heart skips a beat when you are near. Within your arms, I never have anything to fear. You always know just what to say. Talking to you will always make my day.
When I get so sad and I start to cry, you always lift me up, reminding me you will always bring me back to my high. Even though we are separated, our hearts remain together. Wherever you turn or go, there I'll follow, sticking by your side, my love, until the day after tomorrow. So when you fall asleep, close your eyes and think of me. Close your eyes and try to see our hearts together and what could be, for what will come when you return back home to me. Thank you.
I felt the heartbreak. Thank you, Connie. I'm just gonna go straight into the joke this time. Getting you guys ready for the next one. Okay? What do fish sing at Christmas time? Think about it. Which one? No. Christmas corals. That was more still groans. Okay, let's get the next person up here. Can I get Adriana? Go, Adriana. You got it, girl.
Each day, I step into my grandmother's house. The grasp of smell is so aromatic, and midst the pots and pans, a magic brew. The alchemy of love was something only grandmothers knew. Under her apron, her secrets are concealed. Her hard work was to be revealed, with each vegetable to be peeled, and for which open scars to be healed. The taste is as old as time. If she never cooked, maybe it would just be a crime. The comfort of her cozy place is in for the heart to embrace. A dash of nostalgia in each spice and in each trace. Potatoes sizzling like stories on the stove. The aroma of bread, a warm yeast embrace. Recollections rise with every rise in grace. Oven doors open like portals to the past. A culinary journey, a heritage amassed. Tomatoes shimmering like sunsets on her cheek. From the sweat that emerges, a shimmering pot where memories speak. Garlic in the air, a pungent poison grease. A kitchen's ballad in time and space. Her hands like magic, seasoned with care, sprinkling love in the air. Everywhere, the sizzle of bacon, a breakfast serenade, echoes of morning lay nostalgia, ancestral whispers carried on the stream, in the heart of the kitchen where dreams gleam. Spices tell stories, though flavors they weave, a banquet of memories, a feast to believe in. The table is set with tales untold, and the aroma the legacy unfolds. For the kitchen's alchemy, love's sweetest blend, the smell of food is a hymn to my grandmother's transcend. Thank you.
Thank you, Adri. Shout out to your grandma. Grandmas are the best. One of the other categories that will be judged for today is best performance. So we had best poem, but that's just writing, isn't it? You also have to bring the poem to life at a poetry slam. And that's where best performance comes in. With best performance, the English department is looking for someone who takes their writing, brings it up here to our cute little stage, and really delivers their poem. Good tone, good pacing, eye contact. They're making the stage their own. And that's what best performance is. So the winner of that will be chosen by the English department today, and they will receive $100. So let's get our next poem up here, our poet up here. I'll skip the joke this round just to spare you. So our performer today, our next performer is Gia. Thank you.
I approached the kitchen door, the sound of house slippers walking around. Many smells grazed my nose, from fresh lumpia to corn soup. Inside I see my mom, rushing from burner to burner. Without a word said, I put on the spare apron to help. I grabbed the spoon and I joined the group. We cook and cook until it's time. Dreadfully, we have to emerge. Walking out to the lanai, seeing everyone gathered, from the mononku at the front to the cousins at the basketball hoop. Cooking was a distraction, our escape from reality, the reason we're all here, the novena for my grandfather. My grandmother stands up as she starts her speech. Tears form in my eyes. I turn to my mom, trying not to cry. After the rosary, we go back inside. We start bringing the food out to the table. Everyone stands up, religious or not, as we bless and thank God for everyone there. My love for food is like no other, for it connects the two sides of me, the Chamorro for my dad and the Filipino for my mother. If it's all of us or none, food was the joy in the dark tunnel of grief. If it's a big party or a party of one, food brought us together as a family. Thank you.
Thank you, Lexi. Or not Lexi, sorry. Thank you, Gia. That was beautiful. Food bringing us together. Thank you, Gia. I have a joke for you. Yes. Joke incoming. Thank you, Mika. Thank you, Mika. Okay, ready? What kind of motorcycle does Santa ride? Thank you for guessing though. A Harley Davidson. Holly! I got you there. I think I did. Are we ready for our next one? My list up. We just had Gia, but now we got Tara. Tara Takasia.
You got it, girl. You can move the mic. Do whatever you need to do.
What does it mean to eat? Is it to satisfy hunger, fulfill a craving? Are meals meant for survival? If so, in what way? A meal shared with friends and family fulfills not just our hunger for food, but our starvation of loneliness. A meal eaten alone, another check mark off the list of things we need to do in a day. Task completed, stomach filled. What does it mean to eat? Thank you.
What does it mean to eat? I think we're all thinking about that answer right now. Thank you, Tara. I'm going to discuss our last category now, and this is where you all come in. The last category we're judging today is audience favorite. Audience favorite is your favorite. Who do you think did the best today? And it's all subjective. Do you think their poem was great? Do you think their performance was great? Did you just really get that food for thought, food for the soul from them? So at the end of all the performances, we will pass the QR code around and you, the audience, will vote for your favorite. And that person gets $100 as well. Okay, so keep that in mind as you're watching these. Our next poet is Moana.
Can you write a poem about Kadu? Do you remember that poem that said, "My love is like tinactac"? This Kadu reminds me of it right now. These are messages from a decomposing connection, a friendship that is past its expiration date, a friendship that has gone stale. Mahaling. That's what I would use to describe the smell and taste of this rotting relationship. You grow up with a familiar. In this case, it's Lunchables. You grow up spitting at chicken bones, gagging at frittata, cringing at fish heads, yet choose to consume slimy meat, artificial cheese, and dry crackers because discount charcuterie is finer dining than what Nana and Tata ate. You enjoy this small meal until you're working tirelessly as a student, until you realize it can't ease your cosmic appetite. You seem to disappear like steam into the night, wishing for hot barbecue that keeps the stomach warm rather than slimy ham stored in the cold insides of a fridge. Wishing for the dryness of a bruschetta instead of a Ritz cracker. Wishing for a big fiesta table with family and friends, but you're stuck with Lunchables because that's what you know. That's what you're used to. You shove the box of Lunchables into the back of the fridge and pick up Ichiban from the shelf. Mom and Dad went to bed early, so it's fun for yourself. You pour water, place the block of noodles in, mix the seasoning and eggs while it boils like how Dad used to make it. You go back to the molded message while serving at noodles, mustering a muddled taste of words, sweet, sour, and foul, all at once. I'll think about it. Thank you.
I don't think I'll ever look at Lunchables the same way. Thank you, Moana. Okay, let's get a joke up here. Why is the Grinch such a good gardener? Okay, you know what? That one was too easy. He does have a green thumb. Okay, thank you so much. We're ready. I'm so glad someone got the pun for my joke. We have our 8th performer coming up. We're almost done, guys, so you gotta get ready to vote for audience favorite. We have our 8th performer. We have 3 more. Mika, the stage is yours.
My Lolo's Arroscaldo was the best in the world. Sprinkled with garlic cloves and love, this penguin porridge had a special place in me. But my Lolo liked to gatekeep, consoling every finger-licking piece. So I was destined to uncover his secret recipe. Did he add magic sarap, chopped green onion leaves, or was it the sour drops of calamansi? Maybe he boiled it in a pink pot, or marinated it in chicken broth. Or maybe it was the right rice, super sticky and sweet. I scanned the kitchen for answers and still didn't find a clue, but then I knew exactly what to do. I opened his little drawer and found his brown book, for my curiosity will be solved in one look. I turned the crumpled pages to my Anak's favorite soup, and I gasped, finding out what was the big scoop. Now I know his secret ingredient, the ingredient I longed to set me free. It was a little tiny sprinkle of MSG. Thank you.
You got me on the edge of my seat, Mika. MSG! Shout out to your Lolo. Okay. 2 more performers. Our next performer is Ayla.
feel entitled to that too? In a land blessed by the feet that walked across waters, their sinister laughter blends with the slaughter. The shadow of death looms in the air as it takes from a land that's not theirs. When the white dove turns into airships with more destruction to come, the news reaches us as quiet as a hum. There are chemicals in the air as they gather missing limbs for repair. So how do you deem this silence as fair? Do you watch as these generations are wiped clean? Do you listen to the innocents weep while they add to a statistic on a screen? You can't escape the stench of the dead when the zoot lies on broken hospital beds, and when the sacred land is drenched in red. As the stars fall from the skies, and the heavens there are new lights that shine, which are beckoned by a mother's cry. As she teaches her children, living is not a crime, and to continue to dream, a dream where hearts connect under a flourishing olive tree, a dream where children giggle instead of scream, a dream where they can live past 13, a dream where freedom is not a plea. Thank you.
Thank you, Ayla. That was beautiful. We have our last poet coming up here. It's gonna be so hard to say goodbye to all of you. But I'm so excited to hear this next poet. So let's get them up here. Akaya, stage is yours.
Move the mic.
Okay guys, hi, my name is Akaya, and this is my poem titled Complexity and Caring. One day, he asked me how to open a pomegranate. I gave him a smile, offering to help in any way I can. I walked over to the round, red, ripe fruit, sliced. The small seeds vulnerably on display, peel. The seeds come off the skin so gently, so gently, so gently. Pouring out the beautiful fruit into a bowl, he disregarded the act, now seeing my hands stain red, shaking his head with disgust and horror, maybe even a little bit of dread. Sorry, I get nervous. Insisting he knew better, he pushed me away. Grabbing another one, he slices the top, the sides, the core, rip, bang, crack, handling her with such a difference than I did before. For him, it was easier as his hands did not stain. Convenience for him. For me, it was questioning and a growing disdain. Is it that he does not know, or that he does not care? For she does not need your impatience as you rip apart her flesh. All it takes is gentle hands and a slow approach. Don't treat her like the other fruits. Don't treat her like the rest. And now my hands are stained, but not just from the pomegranate, from the blood on my tongue, from biting back every word left unsaid. For there was no one left to blame except a boy, barely a man, who had not the patience to deal with the complexity of a pomegranate. And I too have been discarded like her flesh. Thank you.
Beautiful. What a metaphor. Thank you, Akaya, for sharing your poem. And thank you to all our 10 contestants today for sharing their poem and their art. Can we give them a round of applause? I'd say our judges have it really hard, but you, the audience, also have it hard, because you determine audience favorite. I believe we're going to be passing out the QR codes right now. Mr. Valencia has the QR codes. So if you could kindly take out your phones, scan the QR code, and vote for your favorite performance today. I'll briefly run over the names and something I remember from their poem. Let's see how good my memory is. Oh no. Okay. Number 1, we had Amber. Dogs sleep on these streets. I remember that one. Number 2, we had Lexi. Oh, To My Father with Love. That one was a good. That one made me hungry. I remember that one. Number 3, we had Haani. The 9th of September. The heartbreak, the trauma. Number 4, we had Adri. Oh, remind me, give me one tidbit from your poem. Oh, it was about your grandma. Your beautiful, beautiful grandma. Then we had Gia. Remind me. Oh, it was about her grandfather's rosary. Thank you, Gia. Number 6, we had Tara. What does it mean to eat? I'm still thinking about it. 7, we had Moana. Lunchables. Fending for herself. I'll think about it later. Number 8, we had Mika. MSG. That one got me. Number 9, Ayla. Oh, Ayla's. The olive trees. The children. The dreams. That was beautiful. Breaking the bread. And then we had Akaya. The pomegranate. The beautiful, beautiful pomegranate. Okay. That's what I remember from the participants. Shout out to all the participants. It was really beautiful stuff. I believe our judges are done. So now we're waiting for the English department to do math. It may take a while. It's not our department. But we have calculators, and that's what matters. So while our judges tally up, I hope you are voting for your audience favorites. They will get $100. Remember, we're looking for first place overall, second place overall, third place overall, best poem, best performance, audience favorite. And if you haven't already, shout out to the sophomore class. They're doing our bake sale today, so grab a snack on your way out. They're raising funds for Songfest for prom next year. So go ahead and support them because they're amazing. Shout out to the sophomore class. Okay. I'm gonna get off this mic and vote for my audience favorite.
We could do that because it's not excellent, but it's better than good. So we would hope it.
I was about to. I was like,
always do. I always do.
I'm always in between because I feel like I can never be in one.
I live in the liminal
It's
state.
okay.
I live in the liminal
It's okay. I was like, at some point I have to or diversify.
letting them figure it out. She hates it when it's like, I didn't know. It's like 4 minutes. I sit on the fence. I'm sorry.
Is that how you are as a teacher? Because that's how I am too. I really try to give them the max unless it's like, I can't help it.
It's
Sort of it.
yeah, I'm kind of like
Yeah.
that. I'm kind of like that. It's hard for me to say that something is excellent,
Right, yeah.
but I know.
Like almost.
But here's the thing, I've been conferencing a lot with my writers, so I've got so many freaking A's because they conference so much. I'm like, you have to pass, because every time you conference, I keep saying, okay, take it to another level, take it to another level. I don't tell them that, I just tell them you have to revise it. So, yeah. Carol and I, we've never seen so many A's, and like, I don't normally get A's in this, but since, conferencing has changed. That's why I'm tired today. I'm still conferencing. Hey, neighbor. Hi, gorgeous girl. I was late because you're so cute. Oh, really? I had to wait for everybody to get their bags and everybody's classrooms because they have to be down here. Oh. When's your actual last day, Les? I said this is exam week, right? Oh, that's really nice.
I'm good at math. I'm just kidding. Okay, quick update. We've closed audience favorite.
Okay.
We've chosen best performance. And best poem was also already decided. So it's up to those 3 English teachers in the corner to do math. And we'll get back to you with overall performance and all the winners today. Thank you.
It's just so funny. It's up to those English teachers to do that. It's so fun. Can you look at my 4.5?
Like, what is it? Did you like check that? Like,
I had 2 check boxes, and I would write 4.5. I checked both, and I wrote 4.5. But then I added the columns. I added it for them. They hate me. What is it? What did you do? I do it all the time.
I'm gonna give us 1.5 off.
I know, you're the hard ass. She's a Holy cow. I'm really glad they didn't have to wait.
That first year it was like 3rd.
Wow. We did for like 2 schools.
Yeah.
I'm like, and after a while, everything's like,
Oh my god.
I don't remember.
And I think they had like a longer time than it had like 3 minutes.
Yeah.
That's long. They were like I thought 2 minutes and I laughed.
The results are in.
Yay.
Are we ready?
There's like serious pressure.
I know, I didn't. I knew that. I was a student. Yeah.
Before I announce the winners, and we all be merry and depart and enjoy the rest of our holiday season, our Christmas season, I just want to give a huge shout out to our judges, Verna, Terry, and Mahani. Can we get a big round of applause? All published, all beautiful poets. They're the real deal. And we thank them for their time and for coming up here and helping us do this event. Thank you. We hope we'll have you in the future. Are we ready? Okay. We had 10 performers today, all beautiful performances, all beautiful poems. And these are the results. I'm gonna start from the bottom, go to the top, okay? So let's start with best poem. This was decided before the event by the English department. And the best poem today, $100, Akaya Wilson. You can come up here. I'll just have you come to the side. And all the contestants, please stay back, all of the contestants, because we have a little gift for you. Because we appreciate you so much. Okay? Let's do best performance. We had best poem, let's move on to performance. This was also decided by the English department. And the English department decided that the person who won best performance, $100, Mika Laxon. Audience favorite now. Don't be getting mad at me. I'm just kidding. You guys chose it. This was your favorite. The person getting audience favorite $100, Mika Laxon. Okay. Now let's do overall. Overall performance. This was poem. This was execution. This was energy, magic. Food for thought, soul, and food fight. Just a little bit of a food fight. So we'll do our third place overall. Third place overall, $150. Ayla Frianeza? Frianeza. Thank you, Ayla. Yeah, third place overall, $150. Second place overall performance, $300. It's increasing. The winner of second place overall, Moana Sinically. Get all those Lunchables, girl.
I know, I was like, wow, let's go eat.
And our last winner, first place overall, $500. Wow. Hopefully they use the money for more pen and paper to write more poems. Our first place winner of the 3rd Annual English Department, Academy English Department, Poetry Slam, Mika Laxon. Shout out to Mika. Did win $700 overall. Taking home first place, best performance, and audience favorite. Moana for second place, Ayla for third place, and best poem Akaya. We thank you, but we also thank all of our contestants. So can we get all of our contestants up here, please? And another round of applause for them.
Elisa, can you get the gifts in the bag?
Wow. Did they know this was cooking? You are just awesome. I would have signed up so much. I know. Like that.
Mika, thanks to the teacher who convinced you to join.
I need all the contestants, Ani, Adrian, Tara, Gia, Lexi.
That kind of it would be like $5.
We just want to say thank you again to our sponsor. Whoever you are, we love you. We love putting this event on. Our students are so creative. They deserve a platform. So we thank you for your donation to the school and for making this event possible. So we're getting our picture with all the contestants. Did we get the pic? Yeah, just wait. Okay, before we take more pictures, our English department chair is just, usually when you have events, you start with prayer. This event, we wanted to end with prayer, since we're here together. So thank you, Christina Matinonia, who is leading us in prayer. Please stand.
In the name of the Father, and of the Son, and of the Holy Spirit. Amen. Dear God, thank you for this day. Thank you for blessing us with talented students who shared their thoughts, their emotions, their ideas with us. Continue to bless all of us, bless them, and continue to have them speak their voice in everything that they do, especially with their words. We ask this in Jesus' name. Amen. In the name of the Father, and of the Son, and of the Holy Spirit. Amen.
Thank you. That's a wrap in our event, everyone. Feel free to hang around just a little bit longer. But I know we do have the freshman or the Christmas concert tonight. So I hope you're all going to that too. We got a picture for all of our contestants now. If we could just have a picture for the winners. And then after the winners, we'll have the winners with the judges. And then after that, we'll have the judges in the English department. Okay?
I think that's a good lineup.
Yeah, well, go on this way, and then I'll give the lights to the back.
So we'll just have the winners now for the photo. Thank you. That's Mika, Moana, Ayla, Akaya, and
Where's Edwin?
one more with Miss Man, and then we'll get the judges up here with you. Okay, now we'll get the winners with the judges.
Wait.
Okay, there's our real camera. This is pretty good.
Is it good? Oh yeah, these are good photos.
Winner
With the judges?
We're gonna take it with our real camera because we were just using phones.
This is the real camera.
For this past summer, we got the grant.
Put it towards your college education, Mika.
We were able to get a bunch of these.
Got my friend.
And then our second half was I can eat lunch. I was even pick that one.
Okay, with the judges.
What was the second session summer camp?
Media broadcasting?
There, media broadcasting. Yes.
And then after this photo, we'll throw the English department in there. And then we'll just do the English department of the judges, because I want one of the judges. Mr. Blazak, we're going to be taking photos. You have to come.
Yes. Dr. D.
Beautiful. Oh yeah, with the admin too.
Mrs. Castilzi.
Still? Okay.
You thought we forgot. But we'd also like our admin up here. Shout out to our admin.
We're waiting for Dr. D.
Also shout out to our maintenance department for helping us put this event on. Also shout out to our tech department for taking the pics, for recording the poems. Amazing.
She don't want? Wait, she doesn't want. She doesn't want. She doesn't. Can I say that? Can I say that? No.
My queen. Say it, but I can't. My queen.
Queen Castils. Where's the baby horse? It is. You look just so much. Oh yeah, I was like Terry. I thought you were having it. I was like, where's Bruno?
You first. 1, 2.
Teresita, come and take your picture.
After this photo, we'll get the admin, judges, and English department together. Or should we do a student and English department? No?
What?
I see them in the classroom. I
I don't know. Joni's not here for us to tell us. You want
Okay.
to just minute? Going. This is our last one. Come on, department.
Last one. Okay, English department. This is it. This is it.
Okay.
Here, so did I. Oh, English.
Can you see me? Oh no, no. Someone's gonna help me up later. No, please.
Wait, do I look weird? Okay.
I look. You're really seeing how short my story
Alright.
is.
1, 2. One more. 1, 2.
Thank you.
Yeah, he was in the back.